Okay, guys, let me know if you guys can hear me well. Let me know if you guys can see me well. Put something in the chat box. Let me know if you guys can hear me and see me well. If you could, let's go ahead and get started, guys, with our session for tonight. All right, very good, guys. Okay, very good. You guys can hear me well and see me well. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and get started. So, if you're joining us for the first time, thank you for joining us. If you're returning, thank you for returning. So, what we're going to be doing tonight is I am going to be doing practice questions, which we will do about 10 practice questions. I think I have some really good ones for you guys tonight, some really good difficulty ones. We're going to be doing that later. And if you guys have any comments or questions you would like for me to answer, you guys can go ahead and just put it into the chat box. And sometime tonight, I'm going to get around to answering it. So, with that in mind, guys, let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So, let's see what questions you guys have. And as I go through the chat, you'll see the chat should be displayed on the bottom of the screen for whatever questions or comments that I am answering. So, we're going to do this first. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So we got the first, let's see what the first chat here is about. So we got Miguel is asking me a question. Miguel says, "Hello, Andrew. Hope you're doing well. I have a question. The simulator is the same as the Udemy. No, the TIA simulator is different than the actual Udemy. The TIA simulator is a more updated thing. The Udemy is really just a practice, a bunch of practice exams to test your knowledge of the terms, the vocabulary, the processes, and things like that. But if it's on sale, get it. Why not? Try to do it. On the simulator Mach 1, you scored 70%. To do the real exam, I always tell people if you're doing the exam, try to get at least an 80% on the simulator when you're doing it. So keep practicing, review your mindset, and I think you're going to be okay with that. You're planning to do Mach 2, would you suggest the Udemy course? No, stay with the simulator. Don't forget the simulator has a bunch of not just the practice questions, but it has video explanation of all of the questions that is there. So when you get something wrong, you'll best be able to understand, okay, this is what I did right, this is what I did wrong. So you should take a look at that. All right, Nia says, "How are you? I have my exam scheduled for Thursday at a test center." Okay, good, good. Very stressed, feels like you feel like you're forgetting everything. Don't forget, don't do that. Is this normal? What you have here is called exam anxiety. All right, that's what you have here. You have an anxiety about your exam, and there's no reason to. I did a bunch of videos on how to stay motivated. I did a video about you. The problem with exam anxiety is because you have this fear of failing. I did a video on that on the channel a couple of weeks ago on failing the test. So take a look at it. I'm not sure if you guys saw, I just did a video today on how to stay motivated when taking your PMP. Now, a lot of people have asked me for it. A lot of people say, how do you stay motivated when taking an exam? And I just did a video on that. I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but I think you should look at that. No reason to, yeah, because I don't want you to forget everything. I actually talked about that in the previous video I did last week where I talked about why people fail this exam. And one of the reasons is because they get exam anxiety. So don't let that happen to you. No reason to get anxiety. I'm scoring upper 90s in your mock exam. The real exam, they're like the simulator. The mock exam and the course is really to test your terms. Stick with the simulator, okay? What is the minimum score enough for passing the exam with assurance? Try to get at least an 80% on the simulator, and I think you're going to be okay. PMI does not publish the exam score. PMI doesn't say that this is the passing score on a PMP. They just don't do that. So, something to keep in mind there. Uh, Rohit says, yes, the simulator, the TIA mock exam simulator is close to the real exam. It's as probably as close as the real exam you'll get without actually seeing the real test. That's what I've heard. That's what a lot of people tell me. So stick with that. Okay, you asked me that. Leroy, hey Andrew, for students attending your live in person, what materials should they bring to class? Nothing. There's no materials to bring to class. They're going to email you all your stuff. You're going to get my study guide. You're going to get the training videos, the mock exams, and a whole bunch of stuff that comes in your e-learning. Just when you purchase a live class, you're going to get access to the e-learning portal. So just log in there, and you'll see all your materials that you'll need, from the customized presentation to like cheat sheets and all the videos that goes with it. So take a look at that. Okay, very good. I'm hearing that the PI is shifted and it's much harder. I'm not sure where you heard that from, but that is not true. The PMP has not shifted and gotten any harder. It's the same exam that's been out for a long time. Maybe people are not studying as much as they used to. Uh, Maybe people think that they can study for a week or two and pass this exam. I've heard people purchasing my simulator and just using that and trying to pass, and of course they don't. So I have not heard that. I don't think that is true at all. That is rumors that's on the internet. If the exam changes and gets harder and new material is added, PMI will generally say something about that. Uh, have they added new questions? PMI on every day and every week would probably add new questions to the exam. The mindset will stay the same. The mindset can never fail to work because it's common sense project management. So keep studying what you're studying, and I think you're going to be just fine. Orlando, can I say a chapter meeting? PMI approved my audit package, 1.5 days. Yeah, generally, if you're audited by PMI and they approve and you submit everything in the audit. So the audit, you're gonna have to submit a copy of your diploma or your degree. You're gonna have to submit, if you're audited, copy of your diploma or degree. You're gonna have to submit a copy of the 35-hour certificate. You're gonna have to submit. Your boss is gonna get an email with your work experience, and they're gonna have to verify it, like do a DocuSign, I think is what they use now. Sign that they acknowledge that you did that work. And generally, when they do it pretty quick. Generally, like the next day. If you're audited and you submit everything to PMI, generally by the next day, they're ready, they're approving, and you're ready to take your test. It seems like if you're audited, you can take your test faster than if you're not. Now, that sounds crazy, right? So if you submit your application and you're not audited, you have to wait like 3 to 5 days. But if you're audited, it's instant. It's like boom. It tells you, and if you can submit everything by the next day, you'll be ready to take your test by like the third day. So I've known some people that got audited and did it quickly and was able to take the test faster than people that never got audited. Go figure on that. All right. So then you're ready to take your test, Orlando. Okay, very good. What are the minimum score? Okay, we answered that one. Hey, Andrew, I passed my PMP. Thanks to your material. Celebrated with red velvet cake. Now that does sound good. Red velvet cake is okay, and Dr. Pepper, guys, is okay. I love Dr. Pepper as a soda. How about cherry or vanilla? I think was it vanilla or cherry? Dr. Pepper is very good too. Dr. Pepper is good stuff. It's not as good as beer, but if you're not gonna drink beer, Dr. Pepper or cherry Coke are some of the best sodas out there. Red velvet cake is no good though. Get some carrot cake. Kimberly, congratulations on passing. I'm super happy. My materials was able to help you to pass your exam. So, and I see you celebrated well. So, congratulations on that. Thank you for keeping us motivated. Hey, Andrew, I wanted to thank you again. I cleared my PMP thanks to the TI and the Udemy course. Okay, celebrate with care and margaritas. Margaritas is sugar water. Don't get that. Get a couple of beers. Congratulations on that. I see you did somewhat celebrated well. Guys, don't worry, guys. One of these days, you guys are going to be here. If you're here tonight and you're studying for your exam, Don't worry. One of these nights, you're gonna come and put in the box how you celebrated with cake and beer or something else to drink, whatever it is. So congratulations. Thank you for keeping us motivated, letting people know that you know what people are passing this test. All right, I scheduled my CAPM for July 1st, but haven't had enough time to study. In your opinion, do you think I have enough time between now and then? I don't know if you study for hours. I don't know what you know. I don't know how much you studied before. I don't know how fast you learned. So I don't want to tell you it's enough time. Some people studying for CAPM may only study 3 or 4 hours. Some people studying for CAPM may study for 3 or 4 days or weeks. It depends. I've known somebody that picked up a book on CAPM, ran through it, and took the test the next day. But that person was doing project management for quite a while and wanted to do it before he did his PMP, and he had studied before. And then I've seen some people study for a month or two. So I don't know. It depends on your background. Here's the thing: don't rush it. If you are not ready to take your exam, all you do is just reschedule it. Go to Pearson View and just reschedule the test. You could do that. You don't have to take the test if you're not ready for the actual test itself. All right. So keep that in mind. Hey, Andrew, thanks to you and your book, I passed with all three, passed with 3 above targets. Congratulations. Thank you again so much for making the topics click. No problem, Zach. Did you celebrate well, Zach? Did you get a piece of cake or something like that? How about some cake and beer? Congratulations, Zach. Keeping us motivated. That's what we need to hear. Isn't it amazing for all of you folks that have passed this exam, this amazing weight that's off your shoulders? So congratulations to that. Hey, Andrew, I started the simulator with 71. I'm now 83% on Mach 4. So good. That means that you're gaining and you're understanding more of the mindset. That means that when you take the real exam, you should be okay. All right. Vivi says, thank you so much. I passed my exam on Saturday. Above target. I celebrated a piece of chocolate cheesecake. Man, I can't eat cheesecake, but chocolate cake is good. Sangria, that's sugar water. Congratulations, Vivi. Thank you for keeping us motivated. You didn't celebrate too well, Vivi, okay? Make sure to get some good cake, not spoiled milk, which is what cheesecake is, and sugar water, which is what that is. Get yourself some real cake, get yourself a couple of beers, some really good stuff, and that's how you're going to celebrate well. Congratulations for keeping us motivated. I should say thank you for keeping us motivated. And for all of you guys that have passed your exam, I want you guys to keep in mind that don't stop. You have to keep on going. Not because you passed this exam means you're done. Go get another certification. See how else you can enhance your career. So, don't think that this is the end game. This is just a starting game. You got momentum on your side. You have the actual study discipline down. So go ahead, use that discipline and go and study some more. Get another certification, get better. If you don't know what certification to do next, on the channel, I did a video a couple of weeks ago on what certification should I do after my PMP. Okay, I answered this one. No, we answered that. Thanks, Sandra. I now have both PMP and ACP certificates. Congratulations, Peter. And just for you guys to understand that, if you have your PMP, or if you studied my PMP course, I covered a lot of the ACP stuff in the PMP course. So if you have your PMP course, your PMP with me, just go and take your ACP if you need it. If your industry utilizes agile-based stuff, agile methods, and you want to show to employers that agile, go ahead and take your ACP, because it's basically you studied for it already. You may have to study a little bit more, do some more practice questions. I have a full ACP course on Udemy for that, so you guys can check that out. So if your industry does recognize it, I say, hey, just go ahead and get it done. Chris, I passed the PMP in April. Thanks for sending me. He's got an incredible job offer in the defense industry. Now, this sounds great. Job offer means you didn't get the job. You should take the job. And the PMP was a great help. Great to speak in an interview. High 80s on the sim. It's speaking in an interview. So, you know what? Congratulations, Chris, on that. Hopefully, this new job makes you a lot more money and makes your family live a better life and hopefully makes you happier with what you're doing. And you know what? I'm just happy that I was able to help you pass. Uh, a lot of people, a lot of people thank me for a lot for helping them. And all I ever did was recorded some videos. You guys are the one that put in the work. All right. So, well, thank you for thanking me, but I want to thank you guys for purchasing my stuff in the first place. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. And you guys should be extra thankful to yourself. People say, oh, and he makes jokes with us by asking how we celebrated, but I want you guys to celebrate well. Passing a PMP is no easy task. And Chris, not only did you pass it, but you utilized it to get yourself a better career. And that's what everybody here should be doing. Not just passing a certification to pass a certification. It's using that knowledge, that certification, to get yourself a better job. So congratulations, Chris, on that. Hopefully it all works out well. I know getting a new job at first can always be a little bit of a scary thing. All right. Hello, Andrew. How are you? I'm okay. I'm doing all right. Not so hectic this week like it was last week, but it's okay. I would need your advice. I studied Udemy course twice. I'm taking a simulator, current course. I think you're going to be okay. 70, I try to get it up there. 76%. The main thing to do is keep and remember the mindset, all right? Always keep that mindset in mind. Keep the mindset in mind, and I think you're going to be okay for your tests. I just purchased your book. Should I take? No, it's basically the same thing, all right? When to follow the directions in the book, it's going to tell you how to register using the Amazon order number to get a copy of the course that comes with the book. Okay, so to follow all the directions there. Is the 706 study guide question the same as the mock exam? I'm not sure. I don't have anything called 7. There's 750 practice questions on Udemy. That exists. It's not the same thing as a simulator. The simulator, it's a different product. Christina, process. If a new risk is detected, when is a change request? A change request is only necessary if the project management plan changes. So if a new risk is detected and part of the response is to increase the schedule or increase the budget, then it makes sense to get a change request. But if the response is to do nothing, like accept the risk, then there's no change request needed. If the plan doesn't change, there's no change request. Now, this is for process or hybrid. This is going to be for process-tized projects, like traditional projects, not agile. I scheduled my exam for next week. So I could see your score here was going up, which is good, but you didn't hit that 80%. Make sure to review all the questions that you got incorrect and review the videos of me going over them. All right, review the mindset, and I think you're going to be okay. Okay, so you did do that. Okay, and I got 92%. Okay, so I think you're going to be okay. Keep the mindset, get a good night's sleep, make sure you know your mindset, and you're going to be all right. 96 in the second attempt. Okay, so then your score is going up, but you guys got to remember, the more times you do the practice exams, the more you memorize them, and it becomes easier to get 100. So just remember, go in there and know the mindset. The mindset is the key to the test. It's how you pass. Don't go in there and don't forget about it. Oh man, I scrolled down. You guys got a lot of stuff here. I've done the similar sort a couple of times. Scored 9. I believe I should be good. Yeah, I think you're going to be fine. If I want up, but the live classes pass, I don't even know what you're asking me. If I want, do I get everything I need, or is there additional material to buy? If you sign up for the live class, there's nothing to purchase. The live class includes everything you need. It includes all the e-learning courses, the practice questions, and so on. manual, and then my study guide. It all comes with it. All right. Is my diploma from Europe count as a degree? I don't know. If you have a 4-year degree in Europe, it's still considered a 4-year degree in the United States. PMI doesn't look at it that way. If you have a high school diploma from any country, it's valid as for PMI. If you have a bachelor's degree from any country, it's still considered a bachelor's degree. It doesn't need to be an equivalent, or it doesn't need to be translated or anything like that. I have my own registered company. I have 4 years diplomat in management. But that happened to schedule the exam. Did you do at least 3 years? First of all, if you have a degree, did you do 3 years of project management in those 4 years? If you were managing a project for 36 months within your 4 years as being a diplomat, it's fine. All right. So then the answer would be yes. If not, then the answer would be no. PMI does particularly say you need to have a certain amount of years directing, leading, and managing projects to take your PMP. So if you have that, go ahead and sign up for it. Yeah, Andrew, working through your simulator exams, I've also completed Udemy. Besides those two, I think you should be fine with those two. What are free resources? So I don't mention other vendors' name on here, but if you go through their other forums and stuff, I'm pretty sure people would mention stuff, but I don't really mention other vendors' names on here. Hey, Andrew, took the exam on Saturday, passed with 3 above targets. So congratulations, great is your username. Thank you for your help. I've had some cake and beer. Now this is how you celebrate with carrot cake and beer. And I haven't had some carrot cake in a while, guys. I got to make sure I do that. And there was an espresso martini in there too. Okay, well, coffee is always good. You guys see me drink a lot of coffee. Congratulations, grade, on passing. And you know what? I'm super happy we was able to help you ace your exam. And again, once you guys are all seeing people are passing, you will also do the same. Just make sure you study well. Thank you, grade, for keeping us motivated. I've been scoring in the upper 80s on the sim. My test is Friday. I have one more sim to do. If you can score in the upper 80s, I think, Thomas, you are going to be just fine. I think you're going to ace your exam. Keep it. All you have to do now is get a good night's sleep, review your mindset, and I think you're ready to ace your test. Joe took the exam simulator, and I've never scored above a 70. Passed with 3 above targets. Okay, hey, you know what? As long as you're passing, stay motivated and having that mindset. You need to have the mindset. The mindset is key to passing. I passed yesterday with 3 above target. Once again, the mindset was the key. But you do need to understand the agile and waterfall processes. Yes. You cannot walk into the exam room not knowing your 49 processes. I've seen some people say, "Oh, Andrew, I didn't pass the exam." And I'm like, "Okay, so what did you study?" Well, they didn't go through the 49 processes. They weren't able to tell me some of their main inputs and outputs. At the end of the day, the exam will test 50% of the questions comes from traditional project management, such as those 49 processes. And the other 50% will come from that. You need to know your processes. If I ask you, what is the difference between managed quality and control quality? Can you tell me that? You would need to know these things when taking the test. No simulator, no mock exam, and no mindset will replace the knowledge you need to even pass your exam. Things like the mindset makes it easier to understand the question and answer the question. The simulator gives you practice. But just when I made the courses, whether it's my live class or my self-paced class, I didn't put in 35 hours of content for you guys to skip it. Okay, you need to study. You want to pass, you really have to study. Does the TI simulator do for... no, I don't actually have one for ACP. I should. A lot of people are asking me. Maybe later on in the year. Samuel, I passed my exam last week, 2 above tie. I left 9 unanswered due to time. So this is interesting. And I want you guys to, if you haven't taken your exam, to pay attention. Now, Samuel did pass. So, absolutely congratulations to you, Samuel. But I want you guys to really pay attention. You see sometimes people post on here, even on my live streams, people post, Oh, I finished the exam and I had an hour left. I've heard that before. I've heard of somebody finishing it with 80 minutes left. And I want you guys to know that that's uncommon. Most people taking this exam will pretty much run the clock. They'll pretty much utilize all 4 hours to do the actual test. So don't think that you're going to run away. You guys have to practice this. You know, when I did the simulator, I broke it into 60 question sets. 60, take a break, 60, take a break, and then 60 and you're done. So 60, 60, 60 is how to read exam. You have to practice your time. You have to learn to read quicker. You have to not learn, but you have to read quicker. You have to try to comprehend it faster. That's what this exam is going to be about. So I want you guys to make sure that you watch that clock. Samuel, I am a little upset with you, Samuel, to leave questions. Listen, God forbid you end up in Samuel's position and you have like 9 questions left and you watch that clock. You got to keep an eye on it, and you see that time is ticking down. If you got 10 minutes left, you better start answering as fast as you could. It's best to attempt to get those 9 questions correct than it is to not answer them. Unanswered generally means the question will be marked wrong. If Samuel had gone in there and answered them, he may have gotten a few of them correct, rising his score. But anyway, Samuel, congratulations. That was, it's great that you passed. And for the rest of you guys, keep an eye on the clock. That's something I mentioned quite a lot of. That's something I've mentioned quite a lot of as time progressed, right? And you'll see, all right. You guys will see that some people finish it very quick. If you want to take your ACP, I do have a course on Udemy for that. All right, so go on Udemy, check it out. I do have a whole entire course for it. And again, if you studied for your PMP, you pretty much studied for your ACP, so you have most of the knowledge. Can you tell me how I get my 9 college credits after I pass the test? I have no idea what that is. I didn't even know you get college credits for passing this test. If there is, you would need to speak to your college about that, how you would claim that. I'm not sure how to do that. I forgot to say I had a beer yesterday. Sounds good. Nuclear Nugget. I've never heard of that one before. It's an IPA, Imperial Honey. I was going stronger than it's a professional scrum master. Okay, Orlando, that is a very strong beer. Yes, 10.5 is, if you guys don't know beer, is like double the strength of most beers. Most beers is 5%, 6%, 4.5%, something like that. Yeah, that's almost like wine. And to drink a bottle of that, yeah, you're gonna have a hangover for days. I had to wait a year to study and take the test after. Well, congratulations, Danger Ranger, for beating cancer. That's an amazing fight, and I'm happy that you were able to do that. Key lime pie. What's with the cheesecake thing, man? You guys got to stop with this. Don't eat cheesecake, okay? That's like spoiled milk, all right? Don't ever eat cheesecake. 18-year-old whiskey. And whiskey, is it me or that all whiskey tastes alike? What do you guys think? Am I crazy for saying all whiskey, hard liquor, especially vodka, they all freaking taste alike? All vodka tastes like rubbing alcohol. Whiskey tastes horrible. I don't know how you acquire that taste. I've never had any whiskey that has ever tasted good to me. And they all taste alike. I don't know. People are 18-year-old and 12-year-old, all types of that type of garbage. Get yourself a good beer, man. It's nice and cold and you can relax with that versus some nasty thing. Jane says, hey, Andrew, I passed my exam last week. All thanks to you. Well, Jane, you did the work. So congratulations to you. Want to come explain and let you know that I wore all blue. You see, Jane, that's the thing. A lot of these people, they're not passing, they're not wearing blue. Maybe that's the secret. Celebrated with more cheesecake. What is with you guys in the cheesecake? I don't even know what that is. What the hell is a Japanese cheesecake? Afterwards. Okay, Jane, I'm glad that you were able to pass your exam. But I'm not approving of the way that you said it. We'll do this cheesecake is spoiled milk. Do not eat spoiled milk like yogurt and cheesecake. Oh, come on. Get yourself a good piece of cake there, Jane. But Jane, any which way, congratulations on acing your exam. I'm super happy for you. Danger in your study, and everyone can pass the test. I averaged 74% T. I got to 95. 1,400 flashcards. And, this is one thing I want to point out to all of you guys. Don't think that there's shortcuts. Don't think that you can pass this exam by taking shortcuts and not putting in the time and effort to pass the test. Okay? Don't think that's possible. You have to put in the time. 1,400 flashcards, a damn lot of flashcards. So congratulations. And for those of you guys studying, put in the time and effort and you will pass. Ashin says, hey, Andrew, my exam is on coming Saturday. Okay. Confident? That's good. I like that. Hope I'll message you. Okay, come back. Let us know. Okay. I wish you the absolute best of luck on that. Thanks for the encouragement. If one is writing the test from home or office, instead, is it advisable to use a pen and paper for note? No. If you are taking the exam from home, you will not be able to use any pen and paper. If you're taking this exam from home, you will be given what is a digital whiteboard. Now, a digital whiteboard is basically something that is like typing with drawing with the mouse and typing on your keyboard. So it's like having, if you open up like Microsoft Paint is what it looks like. So there would be no pen and paper. Now, if you go to a testing center, you're going to have the option of using scratch paper, or sometimes they give you dry erase boards. But if you're doing it from home, you have the virtual whiteboard. Okay. Now, oddly enough, there hasn't been much calculations. We have a lot of students that are taking the exam that are telling me they didn't have any calculations. There was no calculation on the test at all. So that's something also to keep in mind. Are you doing well? Mechanical engineer, I want to get my start PMP. Look forward to learning from your passing. All right, not a problem. Okay. You got this. Put in the work. How do you know how much power a project has to cancel a project? A project manager generally does not have power to cancel a project. The person that would have that power would be senior management, or the sponsor, or senior stakeholders in particular would do that. You're there to manage a project. You're there to take that vision that they want from the scope and turn it into something materialistic or a reality, whatever it was. So you shouldn't be doing that. All right. You should never have the power to close the project. Closing a project would require some kind of change, and it would probably go through a change control board or a sponsor. New to the chat. Plan to get my PMP this year and finish my PhD next year. Congratulations on that. All right. You got this. PhD is a big step, and hopefully, I really hope you ace it. Hey, Andrew, I have a question regarding a career path on LinkedIn. Can you please take a, I don't know. I have 100, maybe 200 LinkedIn messages. You guys know I have like 20,000 connections, and people send me all types of stuff. If you send me a LinkedIn message and I have not responded, hopefully I will soon. As soon as I get some time, I'll try my best to respond. But this week I'm going to be a little busy for the rest of the week. I got some graduations to attend to. My daughter is graduating from high school, and my son is graduating from middle school. They're getting big kids now. So maybe next week, the following week, we'll take a look at it, okay? Hey, Andrew, to cover the complete ECO topics, are there any additional resources required? I don't think so. And I don't think you need PMBOK guide anymore. I do like PMBOK 7, and I tell people that they should read it. But just go through the course. I think you're going to be good. Just know the mindset. Thank you, Andrew. I passed my exam on June 10th. First attempt. I'm sorry I couldn't get to come to last Tuesday. Mindset did the kill. I wore the famous blue shirt. You know what? The blue shirt is the secret to passing. And congratulations on passing your exam. When you guys walk into the exam center and you have on a blue shirt, people are going to say, oh, yeah, that person is for PMP. Okay, so congratulations. Thank you for coming back, letting us know that you aced your exam. Keeping us motivated, that is the key here. So thank you for that. All right, what else more we got? Does the live class come with the simulator? Yes, it does. The live class comes with everything. By the way, guys, I am teaching a live class next week, Tuesday, next week, Monday to Thursday in Virginia. If you can also join me live online. So if you ever wanted to have me as a live teacher, um, join me as the actual teacher himself uh, next week. You guys can check that out. Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 6 Eastern time. Okay, it is available in person, as I'll be an in-person teacher in our Arlington location on Monday morning. Risk register versus risk report. One does the individual risk. One looks at the overall risk. Individual risk for the register. Overall risk for the report. If you need to escalate as a PM, where do you find that information? I'm not sure where PMOC doesn't, I can't remember if it does state an escalation path. Generally speaking, the escalation path would be submitting it to like a change control board and having the change control board manage the changes or the sponsor. Generally, the sponsor sits on top of you. Would that be the communication with your, there's no such thing as organization management, but the communication management plan would say how to communicate, the methods and ways of communication. Would that be communication? Okay, I see what you say. Okay, so if it's an organization management, the organization managers or management or senior managers would determine the path to escalation. I passed my PMP and ACP last December. Congratulations. Your training material and simulator helped me a lot. What do you use to acquire PDUs to maintain these certs? There's a lot of ways to get PDUs, man. Lots of ways. By looking at podcasts, attending courses. That's what you guys should be doing. You should be attending more courses to further your knowledge. For example, if you got your PMP and ACP, get PSO, product owner. Get specific certifications within your own industry, like get a certification in engineering or something, or HR or IT to build up your PDUs. So, for example, to get my PDUs for this round, I did a bunch of DevOps course last year and the beginning of this year, so I can get the PDUs. A while back, I had done a bunch of Six Sigma classes to get PDUs. So you got to get PDUs as continuing education. The best way to get them is to get continuously educated, whether it's in the field of project management or in your field of whatever it is that you're doing, in engineering, in IT, or whatever it is that you're doing. I passed mine. Okay, you guys are talking there. Hey, Andrew. Well, hello to you too. Do you have any? A lot of people ask me this. Do I have any PGMP? I am a PGMP, but I don't have anything. I don't have any materials on it. It wasn't. It's not a very difficult certification, in my opinion. I remember studying for it, I don't know, 8-9 years ago. It was a long time. And I remember studying for it and thinking that it was hard. And then I took the test, it was very easy. I remember just telling myself, that test was really easy. But qualifying for it is not. And its application is not. I remember applying for the PGMP, and it was this crazy thing called a multi-rate assessment. And you had to have like 20 people evaluate your character. It was some crazy thing. It's a bunch of email addresses you had to put in. And you had to write this crazy application. And writing the crazy application is still in existence. So the PGMP, in my opinion, the application is the killer. The exam is not so bad. In my opinion, that is. I did see the party where you said I did pass 3 above targets, 1 hour left. That means you are very smart, Danger Ranger. So congratulations on passing your exam. And then maybe PGMP, but all I did was I read the standards of program management. And there's not much material. There's not much books. And even for that, because there's just not a lot of people taking it. So for me to go and invest time and resources, and time is a very valuable commodity, very valuable. That and then only 10 people would buy the product. So no, it wouldn't be cost effective for me to make that product, if that makes sense. Uh, all right. Pass the PMP this weekend. Thanks to your Udemy course, the TI similar, of course, the mindset. Of course, the secret here, guys, is to wear blue. Maybe people that don't pass, maybe they don't wear blue. The blue is the color of success, right? So congratulations on that. You know what? I'm super happy that you were able to pass your exam, and thank you for keeping us motivated. Now, did you celebrate well? Did you get a good piece of cake or something like that? How about a couple of beers? Did you do that? Thank you, Leonard. Once again, keeping us motivated, keeping everybody motivated. Andrew, I'm planning to study PMP starting from June. Do you have any tips and tricks? Yeah, don't start studying from June 30th. Start today. Start now. There's no reason to wait till June 30th. Start today. Get your materials right now and start today. That's my tips and tricks. Hard liquor only tastes good mixed with other non-alcohol. You know what, Katharina? I like that. Hard liquor tastes good when you mix it. That means it doesn't taste good at all. Which means you have to basically you have to water it down or put so much Coke that all you taste is Coke. Yeah, I'm with you. It doesn't taste good. What did you do your classes and and the Coursera? So I don't know what is it you're asking me here. The Google Project Management certification is not PMP. We teach PMP. PMP is a worldwide known certification. The Google Project Manager thing is, I don't know. I've never looked at it. I don't want to comment on it. I've never looked at it. But PMP is what we teach. It is the global standard. The project is one of the most, if not the most, popular project management certification in the world. How soon should one take ACP after PMP? The next day. All right. I told you when you pass PMP, the first thing you do is you celebrate. The second thing you do is start another certification. If you guys know, if you know me, I have many certifications. I have 60 certifications, 63. When I'm done with one, I start another one. So that would that would be my answer to that. My wife and I love cheesecake, so we had it for our wedding cake. Agreed to disagree. Okay, we'll have to disagree on this. You know why you and your wife like cheesecake? Because you haven't had good carrot cake yet. That's why. Oh, did you guys click on that like button? Come on, guys. There's over 100 of you guys, and nobody has clicked on that like button. Come on, guys. Click on the like button. What's wrong with you guys? As long as you get the buzz. Do not take it at home. Now, I'm going to disagree with you on this. I prefer to take exams at home. I've never had a problem taking exams at home. The majority of people that I know that have passed their PMP, more than 70%, has taken this exam at home with no problems. Once in a while, you're going to have some people just doesn't have a reliable internet. They don't have they didn't follow the rules. For example, you can't move your head. You can't look away like I'm looking away right now. You have to look at the camera. You have to stay in the camera view. If you don't follow the directions that they give you, you could forfeit the exam. So with that in mind, if you follow the directions, you have a good, reliable computer, have good, reliable internet, you're going to be okay. Can you share your experience dealing with difficult stakeholders? Okay, you guys want a real life experience. So I deal with a lot of people. I am the director of these schools, of TIA schools. One of the owners too, and I deal a lot with difficult people on almost a daily basis. And one of the ways to deal with difficult people is you have to shut your mouth and listen. When you are dealing with someone that is extremely upset, someone that is in a major conflict, what you need to do is you need to listen and understand where they're coming from, understand why they feel this way, and understand what their idea of a solution looks like. Way too often, does people not listen. When somebody comes to you that's having an issue or a problem, as a good manager, your best bet is to listen to them and don't listen halfway. Don't interject. Just let them talk until they're done. And one way that I find that always works when solving problems with people is to ask them for the solution. Never, I never actually come up with much solutions. People think, I always tell my subordinates and my employees that I am the end to all issues. I fix any problem with any student. I fix any problem with any instructors. I fix any problem with any staff member. Why? Because and people think I have all these great solutions, and I don't. You know what I do? I just, if you have a problem, I'll say, okay, what's your problem? Oh, why do you feel this way? Oh, okay. What can I do to help you? What do you think? What do you think is the best outcome here? And then I try to accommodate that, and that's how you do it, right? So if you listen, you try to give them what they want, if it's feasible, if it's reasonable, and that's how you solve it. Now, if you have conflict between team members, the best thing to do is listen to them and let them you manage that to the point where you let them solve it themselves. Don't interject. Don't try to give your own opinion on the solution. The best solutions comes from good teams. The questions were lengthy. The mindset was the key. It's critical. Andrew tagged you on LinkedIn. I was in the blue. Okay, yes, the questions are going to be lengthy. I've heard of that. So sometimes the questions were lengthy, and you got to be careful. You got to read quickly. Danger Ranger. Okay, taking your 18 PDU today. Get it done. I'm moving on to 3. I like that. That's how you do it. Hey, Andrew, purchase your book on Amazon. I heard you said earlier, if someone buys your book, they get a recording of your classes. Can I benefit from that if I live in the Caribbean? If you purchase if you purchase the book on Amazon, and it was shipped and sold by Amazon, definitely you could. To my daughter, yeah. Thank you so much for her. She's graduating. She's pretty excited. Hey, Andrew, my fiance passed her PMPs. Well, congratulations, sir. We will celebrate some cake and beers. Cheers. Well, you know what, Leonard? Congratulations. You guys are the PMP family. All right. So, congratulations to that. You guys make sure to celebrate very well. Hopefully, you have many beers. Okay, guys. Thank you for the graduation of my daughter there. Mina, just the video I needed as I take my exam tomorrow. I was literally freaked out when somebody told me that it was way tougher and much more. Listen, it depends how you view it. You get onto the exam. First of all, if you're going to take my simulator and expect to show up there and read the exact same question, well, that's never going to happen. It's never going to be the same. So what you need to do is know your mindset. The simulator was there to test your mindset. It was there to test your ability to apply it. If you did well, that means you can apply the mindset well. You're going to do fine on your exam. Okay. Hopefully you do well. Come back next week. Let us know how you do. Good luck. Get a good night's sleep. How many PDUs do you get? How many PDUs do you get after passing your test? None. You have to get 60 PDUs after you pass your exam. You don't get PDUs for doing the test. You must get 60 PDUs to maintain it. All right, very good. Gives me confidence. Sticking to simulation. Please wish me luck. God bless you. Okay, well, I do wish you luck. Let me see. Don't forget to come back. Let us know how well you do. Hey, Andrew, passed my PMP from home last Friday. Congratulations. Thank you so much. I used your excellent course in Udemy and these live YouTube. Also applied the mindset approach. Yes. So make sure you guys do that. So apply the mindset. That is the key to pass. And I keep telling people this. You know this, you're going to do fine on the test. You don't know this, you're going to probably not do very good. Congratulations. And you know what? Somebody said don't take it in a testing center. And you see somebody here? Sandarine. Is that how you pronounce that? I'm always bad at pronouncing the name. Took it from home, passed just fine. And again, most people that I know that took certification exams recently CompTIA, the PMP, even IS, ACA. I taught a CIS, ACISM class. They're passing fine online. I've taken all my exams online since the world ended 3 years ago, or 2.5 years ago. So I haven't had any issues. You'll have the cake on Sunday. I like that. Keep that reward for the weekend when you can have a couple of beers. Don't drink the beer during the week. All right. Congratulations. Thank you for letting us know and keeping us motivated. Hey, Andrew, do you think going for a master's degree is necessary if you already have a bachelor's and a PMP? That's a good question that people ask me. And I don't have an answer for that. Here's why. It depends on the industry, the sector that you're working in. So I'm going to give you some examples. If you're working and gearing yourself towards government industries, government agencies, and contractors, then they would want a master's degree. And the master's degree carries a lot of weight. If you're working in just Chase Bank or some kind of insurance company or software development company or something like that, you're probably just finding you don't need a master's degree. Big, large institutions, big ones like government agencies and defense contractors and even some big, large insurance companies, they value that. What you need to do is you need to look in your industry. People always ask me, "Oh, Andrew, should I get this certification?" And the answer is, I'm not sure. You have to look up the job postings that you have in your look up the job postings that in your industry. Look them up, check them out, and then see, okay, do they want a master's degree? So if the ideal job that you're looking for, none of the posting asks a master's degree, then don't waste your time. Don't waste your time and money. But if you see a lot of the job postings wants a master's degree, then definitely go and get it. You have to know your vision. I did explain this on what certification you should do next after your PMP in a video here on the channel. Make sure to check that out, okay? Great content. Okay, thank you. All right. What's the passing mark for PMP? They do not publish that. PMI does not give that. Blue is the color of success. Now, I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I hope so. Any tips for test basics? Nothing. Just show up. Be on time. It would be my best tip. Make sure that you are on time. Make sure that you know where you're going the day before. If you are late, you will forfeit your exam. Okay, that's what I would tell you guys. You're late, you forfeit your test. Did you guys press that like button yet? Come on, guys. Did you guys click on the like button? You guys have not clicked on the like button. Come on, guys. Click on the like button. My plan for a good technical product with strong skills set on security and cloud is PMP done. Is this a good path? Let's see here for good technical. Cloud Plus. I don't know if Cloud Plus is needed. I don't find much value in that thing. Security Plus, definitely. CYSA, probably. And if you have the experience, CISSP. CISSP is a good management certification. If your idea is to become a CISO or a high-end security manager, then CISSP would be the right way to go. Security Plus and CYSA is beginner level stuff. Become like an analyst. If you're looking for that, you would get those certifications. All right. Bina, hey Andrew, I have my exam on the 20th. I'm taking your Udemy course. Do I have to go through the entire PMBOK? No, I don't think so. Stay with the course, and I think you're going to be okay. I think at least here in India, the challenge you're taking at home is the unreliable internet, even though it's the best out there. Maybe. I'm not sure. I've never been to India before. So, if you guys do have problems with so many countries, I mean, India should be a pretty developed country. I'm not sure, that if wherever you live, I mean, even in the United States, some parts in the United States have unreliable internet. So, Yeah, you don't have a reliable internet. Don't take the test at home. I was home alone. If I felt I was being harassed, I took justice license at home with no issues. This time taking felt that the proctor had a chip on his shoulder. The proctor for PMP will be very, very, very stringent. They're very. You look away for too long, they stop the test. Uh, I've seen people get project management position without having a PMP. You'll be getting mines regardless. But do you feel like experience can equate to PMP? You cannot get your PMP without. You cannot get PMP certified without experience. The PMP certification proves you have experience and knowledge. The current PMP proves you have experience and knowledge of different forms of project management. For example, you know Agile, you know traditional project management, you know hybrid project management. The knowledge base for the PMP right now is biggest than I've ever seen it. Many years ago, I taught PMP, and the knowledge base was me teaching for like 20 hours. Now I teach close to 38 hours of content just to get it all out there. Experience, of course, will always trump or triumph on book knowledge, but you generally can't get the experience without the book knowledge. And people that were hired for project management positions without a PMP had project management experience before. Generally speaking, I've never heard of somebody get hired without it. Natish says pass. I have a 3 above target. Absolutely, congratulations. Welcome to the club of PMP. Did you celebrate well? Did you get a couple of pieces of cake? Keeping us motivated. Thank you. I have my exam on June 29. I've taken your Udemy course. Do I have to go through the entire PMBOK books? Please help me with any last minute tips. So, no, you do not. I think you're going to be okay. Oh, yeah. We answered that one. All right. Hey, Andrew, I complete 35-hour coursework. I am in the review phase. One thing I have a hard time figuring out is which process group falls under which of each domains. I'm not sure what you're asking me there. You don't have to memorize the process chart, okay? You don't have to memorize all the processes and like where they belong on the chart, but you do need to understand those processes. Passed on Monday. I passed last Monday. Thanks to your great materials and the exam. Still celebrating. Wow, that's a long time. Celebrating for like 1.5 weeks there. Well, congratulations. You know what? You deserve to celebrate. You keep on celebrating all summer long. Thank you so much for keeping us motivated. Test schedule for my week. My TIA scores for next week. My TIA scores. Your scores are good. Hopefully, I didn't say 56 there. Should I continue to review or reschedule? No. Do some reviews. Get a good night's sleep. If you have it for next week, relax this week. Continuously study. I think you're going to be okay. Did you guys click on that like button yet? Come on, guys. Click the like button. Click the like button. Did you guys do it? It's free. If you click on the like button, you'll lose some weight too. It actually burns calories to move that mouse. Did you guys know that? Do I train on DevOps? We have since the pandemic or since the world ended, we haven't offered it yet, but we did have a DevOps fundamental class from PeopleCert. Nothing on AWS though. Thanks for your mindset video. I passed on Sunday with 2 above target. Congratulations. Did you celebrate well? Did you get a piece of cake? Did you drink a couple of beers? Congratulations on that. Keeping us motivated on there. Isn't it amazing to know that huge weight is off your shoulder now? I'm preparing with your videos. Thanks for your assistance. I got it. And Udemy, you rock. Thank you. I like knowing that I rock. I do listen to a lot of rock. I have my exam in September. It's quite a long time. Maybe take it in August or July. Greetings from New York. Any coupon codes? No, I don't have any coupons to the seminar. Sorry, my question was confusing. What tips do you have for understand memorizing the process groups? Don't memorize the process group. That's the tip. Don't memorize it. Understand it. If I ask you the difference between a process, you should know. I said earlier, like, do you know the difference between managed quality and control quality? If you know that, you're going to be okay. The TI simulator were very close to the context of the answer is a little bit more difficult, but still manageable. Yeah, it's never going to be the exact same. Okay, it's what you guys need to know. It's never going to be the exact same. You do the simulator, you do it. That's so much. That's why I don't tell people you need to get a 60% on the simulator to pass. You need to get. I make sure you get an 80%. Try to get a high score. That way, I know you're going to do very, very well. Okay, guys, very good. I think I have answered and commented on everybody's comment from tonight. Let's go ahead and do some practice questions here. So I am going to put the questions on the screen, and then we are going to do some practice questions here. Okay, guys, so go ahead and answer these practice questions. Okay, so you know what? Let me remove me here for a second, and you guys can do these practice questions. Okay, yeah, the questions takes up more than me on the screen there. Okay, guys, go ahead and answer the question. I am going to answer the. I'm going to read the question, then we're going to put the answers. I want you guys to put the answers in the box. Put the answers in the box. Put the answers in the box, guys. So practice question number 1, your project is behind schedule with only 80% complete of an expected 95. The total budget is 140 AC. What is the schedule and the CPI? So this is a pretty straightforward formula calculation question that I want you guys to do. So go ahead, guys, answer this question here for me, guys. Okay, guys, did you guys put the answers in the box? No, the sound. I turned the mixer down. I forgot to turn the sound back on. So Mohan says PMP certification. It says updated for the 2021 PMP exam. Yeah, you guys got to remember something. There really is no. Um, there really is no You guys can hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Yeah. You guys can hear me now? Yeah. Can you guys hear me now? Audio stream bit rate. All right. So, okay, put the answers in the box. Yeah, I turned the mixer off. There's a mixer on my desk here with the audio. Okay, good. All right, so put the answers in the box, guys. Let's see what you guys got. Yeah, I was just commenting on some comments. I'll re-say the comments in it. So I'm not going to go through too much on this question. Okay, I'm not going to go through too much because you guys, you should know your EVM. And I put this on here because I really want you guys to know your EVM. And I've had questions where people are one or two students have had to calculate the EVM. So I want you guys to make sure you know how to do that. That's important to know that. If you don't know how to calculate your EVM, you could get some questions wrong. So if you look at it, I'm gonna assume you know these formulas. So what is SPI and CPI? So they give you the formulas here. SPI is EV divided by PV, and CV is EV divided by AC. So the formulas are here. So the total project budget is 140. The actual cost is this, and 80% complete. So 80% times the budget. All right. So that would give you the BAs. That would give you the actual EV. So EV is 140. So what is EV? EV is 112. And then 112 divided by what these numbers are gives you 0.841.17. If you are still lost on your EVM, please review all the videos I did on it. All right, let's take a look at practice question number 2. Consider following budget. Total budget, planned cost, actual. What is a true statement about this project? It's under budget, it's over budget, it's over budget, it's under budget, so you're behind or ahead of schedule. Put the answers in the box, guys. Put the answers in the box. Okay, so Mohan had asked me a question here. Is the 2021 is my course? My course is for the exam content outline. It came out in 2021, has not changed yet. PMI did add PMBOK version 7 to the current PMP test, and that hasn't changed. That basically is staying the same. So is the course updated? Yes. 2021, 20, same test. Grace, thank you, Andrew, for your encouragement. I love the life lessons and tips you shared throughout the class and the live session. I passed my PMP 3 above target. Well, congratulations, Grace. I am super happy that you were able to pass. That you were able to pass your exam there. And celebrated with carrot cheesecake. Now, I've never seen that before, but that must be horrible. I don't know. What is it, Grace? A lot of people tonight are like cheesecake. I don't know what's with this cheesecake thing here. Spoiled milk. Don't get cheesecake. Get yourself a good, real piece of cake. Jittery says, pass PMP using only your course and the mindset and TIA. I took the entire time. Time management is key. Now I do agree with that. You will need to watch your time. And we saw somebody tonight that didn't finish it in time and ended up losing 9 minutes. So really important that you really understand that. I took the entire time. So wearing a blue shirt is guaranteed pass. Celebrated with an IPA and a carrot cake. Now that's the way you say. Finally, somebody tonight celebrating the way I want you to celebrate, the way you should be celebrating. So congratulations on that. How do we gain access to the mindset? The mindset is in the e-learning. First of all, the mindset is written in the back of the book. And if you have the Amazon, the book, the book comes with the course, the e-learning course. It's in the bottom of the e-learning course. Okay, guys, go ahead and put the answers in the box. You guys are a little slow tonight in putting the answers in the box. What statement is true on this project, guys? The answer here is going to be B. So you would have had to calculate this. And the easiest way to tell, listen, if you're EV, if values are bigger than the EV, you see how these are much bigger than EV? All right. That means that something bad is happening. For the numbers have to be, for you to produce a 1, EV divided by something smaller gives you that 1. EV divided by something bigger is going to give you under 1. So it shouldn't have taken that long to get this question correct. It's over budget. Yeah, remember, if it's over 1, it's bad. So it's over budget and it's behind schedule. Nothing else here was correct. Practice question number 3. Consider the following information for a new project: assumptions, preliminary scope, and restrictions. After receiving this information, what should the project manager do first? So you've received the assumptions, you've received the preliminary scope and the restrictions. What do? Determine the goals on the business case. Choose the team and assign. Select the project and define a critical path. Get approval for the project management plan. Choose the best answer here, guys. Put the answers in the box. Put the answers in the box. Grace says, carrot is very good. Oh my God, Grace said they have ruined the carrot cake. It's layered carrot cake with cheesecake and carrot cake layers. That sounds horrible. Why would you ruin carrot cake by putting spoiled milk? Not good. Occupy Mars. Hey, Andrew, passed my PMP, my exam on last Monday. This came ready to say thank you for your encouragements to the live sessions and your study material. The key to passing is the mindset and the simulator. Well, congratulations there. Super happy I was able to help you pass your exam. Did you celebrate well? Did you get a piece of cake? All right, let's see what answer you guys got here. The answer here is a yes, because you noticed you're still in initiating, right? You really haven't left that part. You got the preliminary scope, you got the restrictions, you got the assumptions, you still need the project charter before you can go into planning. So you can't make the plan yet. Set the schedule and define a critical path. Before you do that, you should really know your scope, by the way. Choose the team. No, the project management plan should have been approved before you did that. So no on that one. Okay, another one similar to this is going to be question 4. Imagine a project with the following characteristics: deadlines are tight, global teams works virtually, fixed budget. What should the project manager do during the planning phase to avoid scope creep and keep the team focused on meeting requirements? Go through a formal approval process. Run daily stand-up meetings. Direct the development team to detail doc. Ensure stakeholders keep separate from the development team. Choose the best answer for this. Okay, I can't pronounce your name here. SKRSKRT. Not sure how you pronounce that. Says, Andrew received the PMP earlier this year thanks to you. No, thank you. Just took the CSM and passed. It was a joke, like you said, an open book. Yeah, the CSM is a damn joke. The CSM is very, very basic. It doesn't teach you as much as ACP. I've told you guys this over and over. The CSM certification, in my mind, teaches you very little. If you're going to get an Agile certification, get yourself the ACP, not the CSM. All right. PMI just did an amazing job at ACP, in my opinion. But CSM, too basic, man. Way too basic. It is popular, and a lot of people have it because it's easy. That's why. Okay, let's take a look at what we have here for the answer. We got a variety of different answers. We got a lot of A's and we got a lot of B's. Let's see what we have here. So it's interesting that some people has B's here. So we have a fixed budget. The team is working and deadlines are very tight. You're trying to avoid scope creep. So the moment you see that you're trying to avoid changing of the scope. You guys should have eliminated B. Hello. If you're trying to avoid the scope from changing or growing, that is not a an agile project, right? Agile project, the scope grows, changes, and being manipulated. That should have eliminated B. For whatever odd reasons, a lot of you guys selected that as a choice. Direct the development team to create detailed documentations. I'm not sure how that's going to help with deadlines are tight, because then it'll increase the deadline. So no. Ensure stakeholders are kept separate. I'm not sure what that's going to do. In fact, that may reduce the functionality of the product. The best thing here is to get a good approval. Good approval process will ensure that only the work and just the work gets done. It will also avoid all types of scope creep, making that the best answer. Okay, guys, you guys got to read the questions carefully. If you understood the process of Agile, if you understood how Agile works, you should have gotten this one pretty easy. Practice question number 5. After determining that a change is needed, project manager takes the following step. Issues a formal communicates to all stakeholders. However, the PM discovers that the communication approach did not satisfy the stakeholders. What should the project manager do next? Utilize a communication management stakeholder management plan. Include the stakeholders in the expectation of project management. Communicate frequently with sponsor to track their expectations. Review the communication and release a status report. All right, put the answers in the box. So somebody's asking me my opinion on DASM. Now, my opinion on this certification is not much. First of all, when it comes to discipline agile, it's really PMI, I think, like bought that from another organization. And discipline agile tries to give you the best of traditional and pure agile. It may be a good handover from or flip over from when we go from pure traditional to pure agile eventually. So is it popular? Realistically, I haven't really heard. I haven't really heard a lot of people using it, and I haven't really had a lot of people ask me about it. The way I take courses, the way I study certification depends on how popular it is. I don't really know how popular discipline agile is. It could be very popular. I just don't know that. So I think, I wouldn't get it right away. I would see, and it goes back to one of the other things was with like the job postings. I would tell you guys to review the job postings and see, like, are employers asking for this stuff? That would be something else too. Okay. You communicated to all the stakeholders. What should the project manager do next in this case? The communication approach did not satisfy their expectations. So what should you do next? So the next thing we should do is basically look at those, how we're engaging our stakeholders, how are we engaging how are we communicating with them. It says here, include this in the project management plan. That's not. The project management plan doesn't have their expectations in it. Communicate frequently with sponsor. No, never communicate. Never do anything with sponsor, by the way. No, don't ask for help with the sponsor and that type of stuff. Review the communication and review a status report. I'm not sure what that's going to do here. First of all, it's stakeholders' engagement. It seems that they're not satisfied. We did not meet their expectation. So it seems like you're not engaging them right. Although D seems like a good answer, it missed a part of the engagement plan. Remember, the communication management plan basically only really tells you one thing. It really just tells you how we're going to communicate. It's the engagement plan will need to be updated here. So look at it, utilize it, see maybe we didn't utilize it correctly. A better answer would be like to review these plans, but that wasn't a better choice here. That wasn't an option. All right, guys, practice question number 6. You've just been informed that there are potential health risks for customers from an element of a new product line. The sponsor wants to change the materials The sponsor wants to change the materials because of this. How should the project manager do this? Consult the program manager to change control. Quickly make the changes. Stop all production. Deny the request because it's outside the scope. What are we going to do? All right, put the answers in the box. Somebody says the course I got from the book is, yes, that is the right course. Correct. Put the answers in the box. All right, guys. The answer here, a lot of you guys have got, you got some A's, C's, and D's. We're all over the place. Guys, if there is a change that is needed, the best thing here to do is to follow the integrate to investigate the solutions. Correct. Always assess before taking some kind of action. That is a normal thing we do in project management. When somebody wants a change of something, there's a change in the scope, especially change in the materials here, you will assess this change. You don't make the change without the change control board. You don't stop. Very rarely do you stop a project unless it's something like illegal. You probably wouldn't stop it. You do not deny change. Never deny change. It's never the answer. It's part of the mindset. During a technical agile project, a well-liked project manager is reassigned to a different project. The team has expressed disapproval regarding the reassignment. What action can help mitigate the team's disapproval? A, notify the project sponsor regarding the team's disapproval and brainstorm response. B, employ leadership and emotional intelligence tools to inspire the team to continue working. Add a resource with the same skill set. Notify the change and discuss possibly resolve this. All right, choose the best answer. Put the answers in the box. Now, on your test, you're going to get a variety of questions that looks pretty much exactly like this, where they all seem to look correct. Okay, a lot of you guys have B, and B is the correct answer. Motivate people, train people, engage people. That's the mindset, right? Never notify the sponsor. That's part of your mindset. Don't go after the sponsor. Don't fire people, right? Don't ask the sponsor for help. Add a resource to replace the key team member. Well, adding people is not going to help you here. You already replaced them. Notify the change and discuss possible ways. Now you're going with them. This is with the team. You have to keep the team working. This does not address the core of the problem. All right, practice question number 8, guys. A customer is not satisfied with the delivered product, saying it was not what they expected. The project manager is surprised because the agile team delivered the product several iterations early. What is one way the project manager could have avoided this result? Require the team sign off, set aside more resources for product testing, make sure the customer is aware of the values of demos, ensure the team fully participates in developing the project schedule. Now keep in mind, it says to avoid this result. Could have avoided this result. So anytime you read this, you got to say to yourself, okay, so what are we doing to go back? Like if we could have gone back in time and avoided this. Not going in the future, but going backwards. Reading the question is really important. Kumar says, hey, Andrew, coming to let you know I passed my PMP last Saturday. Okay, above target, above target. Great. Men's gratitude, your weekly session, TIA marks, and your mindset really helped on my actual exam. Thank you. Well, no, thank you for coming back and letting us know that you aced your exam. Keeping everybody motivated is the key here, and congratulations on doing that. Thank you. All right, very good. If you're working on your PMP application and one lasted over 36 months, great. Then you only have to put one project, one description, and you're done. Excellent. Leave it like that. Keep it like that. All right, what are we going to do here, guys? How could we avoided this? So the project comes to the team delivers the product, and the customers are saying it is not what they expected on the agile project. So what did we do wrong on this project? What was done wrong? The answer is do the demos. We probably weren't doing the sprint review meeting. So require the team sign off there's no sign off on an agile project. Keyword agile project. There's no sign off. Set aside more of product testing after changes were made. Well, you got to demo it to the customer. That's the sprint review meeting. So no. Ensure that the team fully in developing the project. No. We don't do that. They add it to the product backlog and we just try to get it done. That's the idea. So the best answer here, guys, is C, making that the best answer. All right, one more question, guys. A product owner repeatedly complains saying that the functions developed by the product development team does not seem to align with the original design. What will help to solve this issue? A, ask the product owner to sit in on the next sprint review meeting to learn more about the development status. Ask the quality assurance team to identify any mishaps. Ask the developer to rewrite the function. Invite the product owner to the next sprint to discuss their concerns. Okay. Put the answers in the box. Kumar, you know what? I did forget to ask you, did you celebrate well? You're right about that. I was reading the questions. Did you celebrate well? But you didn't celebrate well. Okay. Oh, no, you did. You had half well. Red velvet cake, that's no good, man. That's not good cake, man. But a couple of blue moons. Now, blue moons is good. I like blue moons. Blue moons is all right. You celebrated somewhat well done. I did forget to ask. I got to be in that mood, man. I was doing the questions. All right, guys, put the answers in the box, guys. Put the answers in the box. Okay, so the product owner is complaining, saying that the functions is not aligned with the design. So it seems like there's some mishap between what's being made and what's being made and what they thought was going to be made. So what can we do to solve this? Answer. Invite to the next sprint review meetings. It's during the sprint review that you will actually hear their feedback and they will tell you what is wrong with that product. To learn more about the development status, nope, that's not what that's for. Ask the quality assurance team to identify. No, there's no quality assurance. You have to see why do they feel this way. To rewrite the function, no. First, before you take any action, you have to understand why this person feels this way. Understand the concern more. Okay, guys, that was all the questions that I have for you guys tonight. All right, guys. Thank you, guys, for attending tonight, guys. I will be back again next week. Maybe next week. I'm not sure, but next week, okay? Next week I am teaching a course. I may not be here next week. Okay, so if I don't see you next week, I'll see you in 2 weeks. I'll see you not next week, the following week. I'll just put a note on the YouTube channel. I'm not sure if I can do it. I haven't been to that. I haven't been to that location in a minute. And if it be next week, it'll be in a new location. So anyway, guys, I'll probably see you in a few weeks. Did you guys click on that like button? Come on, guys, click on the like button. Okay, if not, guys, I will see you guys in a few weeks. Maybe next week. I'm not sure yet. But if not, I will see you guys soon. So you guys have a great night. Have a good weekend. Thank you, guys. Thank you all that came by and letting us know that you passed, keeping us motivated. By the way, did you guys subscribe to the channel? Subscribe so we could make this the biggest PMP channel on YouTube. That would be great. Subscribe to the channel, click on the like button, and I will see you guys in a few weeks Maybe next week. We're not sure yet. Cleveland says, thanks so much, Andrew. You helped me pass it above target. Oh, congratulations. Did you celebrate well? Did you get a couple of pieces of cake? Guys, have a good night, weekend, day, evenings, week, summer, whatever it is. I will see you guys maybe next week. If not, I'll see you guys in a few weeks. You guys have a good night.